Welcome to another edition of Strum and Scribe with Sir Garroton and Lord Pinky.
And we're live.
And here we are, residual butt cheese.
That's right.
That's the new name from now on. No.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No. Hopefully we'll be able to get this noise out of the background also.
Yeah, we've got air conditioning on. It's a steamy, gross day here in Kansas City.
It's, what would you call it? It's a Kansas City summer.
I guess so.
Humid as the devil's anus.
And it's not even, I don't even think it's technically summer yet.
No, it is not.
Humid as the devil's what?
I never remember when, these seasons actually begin, the actual dates.
Yeah. I don't think summer happens until next month.
Probably
I could
true.
be wrong.
Yeah.
So
I'm still fucking around with the settings a little bit, but we are recording.
yeah.
And so you, the listeners, will have heard an introduction.
Oh yes,
from the French woman, which
Okay.
actually they have heard that the entire time, but
Oh, right.
for us it's new.
yes.
What did you think about it? I'll be honest.
Well, what I thought about it was
Not the one you wanted.
it wasn't. I don't know if there was one that I wanted from our choices. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
We were somewhat limited because some of the people who did it were
Yeah.
instant no's.
Yeah, you could tell probably even when you were recording it.
Yeah. There was a girl named Devin from work that spoke softly and methodically and
Yeah.
with a little bit of purpose, which I like that.
Yeah, there were a few that I liked. I mean, very, very few, and you recorded quite a few.
Right.
I was surprised by how many you actually got.
Yeah,
If I had been given that task, I would have had 2 people. But you had like 8 or
8.
something.
Yeah. So we'll see. I guess I'll need to hear it again.
Well, no, it's too late.
I'll hear it again to see if I
Yeah.
like it or not.
Well, but
I
even
may-
if you don't, it's settled.
I may never like it.
Yeah, it's possible. No, I actually really like how it turned out.
Okay, good.
It's not the one that you liked, but I think it will grow on you,
I hope so.
and I think the audience will like it.
Okay.
It's a French woman,
It is a French woman.
and the way the original recording was, I don't know, a little too cute,
Yeah.
or whatever, and so I slowed down the pacing, the tempo. I can't remember by how much, but like 10% or something.
Okay.
And that made her voice go deeper, and it spaced things out, and it felt much better that way.
Yeah. I still can't get over that I'm third baritone.
I love that part.
Oh, I hate that part.
Well, you are a third, man.
I am a third.
Third
Mr.
Garrison.
Thursday.
Oh,
Oh, well.
yeah. So we've been hot. You got noise in the background. I should be able to get that out. I did last time. We had this our air conditioning come on and off a few times during the recording,
Okay.
and I was able to isolate it and get it out
And
almost
remove it.
completely.
Okay.
However, it is an awful fucking lot of noise to get out.
Yeah, I
And,
bet.
It fucks with the overall quality
Oh,
of
I'm
our
sure it
voices
does.
when you.
There's
do
no
that
way
filter.
around it in this room, though.
Yeah, because there's no normal air conditioning up here.
There's one vent. There's one vent that actually comes to this room.
Wow. Well, it doesn't.
And
do a
it
very
does
good job.
nothing.
Yeah. In the Crow's Nest Studios,
Yeah.
it's a humid, hot place. in summer.
Tepid pool.
Yes, it is. So if there's noise from a window air conditioning unit, that's just the way it's going to have to be.
It's just going to be that way.
But there won't be because I'm a god.
He is. It's tattooed across his ass.
So today was it busy for you?
No, not really.
It was
I
for
had,
me.
I got up and started cleaning a little bit.
You keep talking. I'm going to take my shoes off.
And, yeah. So I got up and cleaned. Started in the kitchen.
That's Velcro.
Mr. Velcro. Gods wear those.
Yes, they do.
So I did a little bit of cleaning and I think I ate some cereal on the back porch.
Cereal.
And I'm a real cereal kind of guy.
I used to be.
Yeah.
Now on the weekends, it's always like bacon and eggs and toast.
Oh, that must be
And I
nice.
make it myself, and it always turns out perfect.
Oh, nice.
Because I'm perfect.
I see a theme here.
Gods and perfection.
The women come flocking like salmon.
It's compensation for a complete lack of everything.
A small wanger. No.
So you had breakfast?
I had cereal.
That's breakfast.
Then we got up and went to Pier 1 and bought some silly thing for some people I hardly know. Their housewarming party. And then I bought a cigar for each of us.
That was good, by the way.
I mean, today's just been a kind of a fucking do-whatever day almost.
That's usually my Saturdays, but not today. Today I had to go get the milk run. That's usually the only thing that I actually have on my docket on Saturdays is do the milk run to get our fresh cow teat milk from the Amish people. And then it's just sort of, I do whatever the fuck I want. But today, it was do that, relax just a little bit before the people, because it's my sister's birthday, well, yesterday, but they were all coming over to the house today.
Yeah.
And I was going to be grilling steaks, and they brought all their dogs, and my youngest sister brought her 2 children, like a few-month-old and her 2-year-old. And so...
Oh, that's madness.
And I'm
right
their
there.
favorite toy. Well, I'm Vivian's favorite toy, the 2-year-old. And so I was busy with this 2-year-old.
Not just their favorite toy.
Yeah. And grilling in this incredible heat. And so
God.
it's been a trying day. I mean, it's been fun and
That's a lot of work.
Good food, good breakfast, good steaks. I've made some great steaks and shrimp on the Barbie.
Oh yes, I had Paul's Drive-In today.
Yeah,
on Blue Ridge. You know where that is? 103rd
yes, I know
and Blue Ridge. Yeah,
I've never been there though.
It's really good. Old-fashioned steak burgers.
Ooh.
From a place that's actually old and that's been around. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of a staple for that area. It's not that well known, maybe.
So it's on Blue Ridge. But where on Blue Ridge exactly?
It's like 107th and Blue Ridge.
Okay.
So it's worth a visit, for sure.
Well, you're making it sound like it's something I have to do.
Oh, yes.
That sounds good.
Yes.
Is it
Paul's.
Is it a drive-through?
It's set up in a way outside where it looks like it used to be. It's more like just a drive-through now. But back in the day, when you kind of look at the parking lot and how it's laid out, it looks like a place where girls would be skating. You know, bringing.
So it's like a Sonics in that way, only
kind of
an original version of that.
Yeah. Like
what Sonics is trying to copy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's delicious. Me and my brother went.
Sounds good.
So speaking of food,
yeah,
we were chatting about one of the main things Kansas City's known for,
barbecue,
which is barbecue. And if anyone's listening from out of town, any of the other barbecue capitals around this great nation, I think we've got a winner here.
Yeah,
many of them.
And which one were you talking about?
I think. Well, we talked about several, but the one that we were going to try Monday, if they're open on Memorial Day, was Danny Edwards on the Boulevard, Southwest Boulevard, and they have a sandwich called the Big D. And
I've never been there, and I've never had a Big D.
Well,
but we're gonna try.
We must try
it Monday.
I hope so, if they're open.
Oh yeah, they might not be. It's a holiday for some.
Yeah, that Memorial Day.
Yeah,
so
it's where I remember things.
But I feel like if we go, we got to get the ribs, like you were saying.
Yeah,
maybe we could get just a few ribs and a Big D.
Oh yeah, like
both.
Yeah, well maybe yeah, that's a good idea.
We could split like a half slab of ribs.
Yeah,
and a Big D.
Like split the Big D.
Well, the Big D is cut in half.
Oh, I see.
So we could get a Big D.
Exactly. Get a Big D and a half slab of ribs, and then just split them all.
And some sides.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What kind of sides? You said they had macaroni, or was that someone else?
No, that was the other one.
Okay, yeah.
They have your classic sides like slaw and beans.
How are their beans? Like
the beans are great
compared to some of the best, right?
They're right in there.
Really,
they're really right in there.
Because I think probably the very best is
Jack Stack. Yeah,
there's no denying.
There's something special
Yeah.
about those beans.
Who knows how they do that?
Yeah, it's interesting that we both said the same thing.
Well, it's, the best.
I guess it is the best.
I think even anybody you ask, the best.
Yeah. Well, Anthony Bourdain, he comes here. He does the whatever his show is, No Reservations.
Food stuff.
And food stuff. And he came here, and he said the best ribs he'd ever had were from Joe's KC.
Ah, yeah.
Well, his favorite ribs.
They are actually my favorite, which I know there are people who are like, it's definitely Jack Stack.
Yeah.
They're of a higher quality. But I don't know, there's just something about what they do with their ribs there. That's like, they get to the point where you can almost eat the bones. They're so soft and like,
wow.
Cooked or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, I like
them.
And
now I'm hungry.
I'm still not. I still have some steak in me.
Far too late for me to be running out for barbecue, and not that any of them would be open.
Yeah, true.
At this time of night.
We got together late today.
Yeah, got a late start.
Because I had a busy day.
Festivities to attend and that kind of stuff.
So
what else?
My little niece. So I got.
Oh yes.
I have 3 sisters, but only the youngest sister has created spawns. She has.
They look lovely.
2-year-old. Yeah, they are.
Really pretty.
Two little girls. A 2-year-old and one that was born. Crap, I can't remember. It's like Christmas or Thanksgiving. No, Christmas, I think. One of them was. So, anyways, Vivian and Olive.
Mm-hmm. Olive, really?
Yeah, Vivian is a 2-year-old, and she calls me Uncle Pinky.
I love that.
Yeah, it's like you give a kid an option, Caleb or Pinky, they're always going to go for the Pinky.
That's true.
It just excites their minds, and they'll remember you more. But so she got up this morning. She's like, "We're going to go see Uncle Pinky. We're going to see Uncle Pinky." Even though she was actually going to see a lot of people.
She's going to see what?
A lot of people. The whole family and stuff. And so when she gets there, she's all like impatient, like, "Where's Pinky? Pinky?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was just sort of doing my thing in the room.
What were you doing?
Computer stuff, audio.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, I was trying to relax as much as I could because I knew things were about to get hectic.
You would be here this evening.
Well, here, and I was going to be grilling all that. So I was listening to some music, just trying to chill out. But the first thing she does when she sees me is she goes, "Tunnel? Tunnel?
Tunnel, what is that?"
Yeah, that's a good question, but I know what it is.
Oh, wait. Will I know?
Maybe, I don't know. But what she's referring to is we live on a corner house.
Right.
And just off our property.
Oh, now I know.
There's like a little kind of park, like a really pointless park, but it's like a little field.
Yeah, with some picnic tables and stuff like that.
Tables. And there's a
pointless. It is kind of a pointless park.
Exactly. There's nothing to do there. But there's this drain,
huge drain that goes under the street, right?
Yeah, and under the street it's this big tunnel, right?
Right.
With a swastika.
The tube.
A swastika
really?
painted on it with spray paint. That's not our doing. But so like every time she comes over, she wants to go see the tunnel because it's just fascinating to her.
Wow.
This dark tunnel. And the first time I took her down there, I scared her away from going in the tunnel. I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. There's monsters in there.
Oh, God, that's a perfect thing to tell a
young kid. And she was like, "Pick me up." And
oh, God.
But the thing is, she was more fascinated by the concept of monsters in there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it only made her fixate on the tunnel forever after.
Now she always wants to go see it.
So, like,
that's cool.
That time when she, the day after that time when I told her there was monsters in there, she woke up, my sister texted me, she's like, "Vivian woke up today screaming," or not screaming, but like excited, going,
"Tunnel.
Uncle Pinky saved me from the big beetles and the monsters." And I'm like, "Big beetles? Okay." We never saw any beetles. But in her mind, there was a whole big adventure that took place there. But today...
That's great.
Today... after that, my father took her down to the tunnel. And he is, I guess... He's had children enough where he's not worried about them dying.
Oh,
so
right.
He was like, let's go in the tunnel. And they walked through the tunnel. And so now she's got this obsession, like, we can go in the tunnel.
Oh,
and
no.
And he kind of undid that sort of scare I put in her.
Right.
But the next time I was in there, I was like, there could be stuff in there that you don't see. You don't see monsters.
Right. There could be, especially this time of the year, there actually could be snakes and that kind of stuff.
Exactly. But today was really easy to keep her out because of all the rain we've had.
Oh.
There was a decent flow of water in there.
Oh,
like,
was there really?
We can't go in there.
Yeah.
And I was telling her, all that water, like, see all that water coming in through the little trench area? I'm like, that bunch of sea creatures could have come through there and are infested in the tunnel, and we don't want to go in there. And she's like, octopuses? I'm like, wow. Yes, octopuses.
That's a great word for... How old is she?
She's 2 years old, man, but she knows all kinds of shit. She's always surprised me.
Wow. Kids do surprise me a lot. I mean, I always just think they're annoying and stupid most of the time, but...
It's because of all the annoying, stupid shows they watch, there's actually a lot of education they get from them.
Is there really?
Yeah, like they glean and absorb things like octopuses live in the water. Yeah. It's like...
Yeah.
You got that from that cartoon you watched?
From that age, I guess you retain and grow so exponentially.
So fast.
Yeah. And once you get to our age, you just kind of...
You peter out. Yeah. Like, I'm not learning anything ever again.
Right.
Yeah, but my like role with her, as I see it, like Uncle Pinky is the one who tries to make the world magical.
Oh, okay.
My father is kind of like trying to dispel the magic and like, let's go in the tunnel. There's nothing to hurt you in there. But I like to make her think the most fantastical thoughts.
Yeah.
Like, there's this little toy that she has. Everybody's probably seen this toy. I mean, it's old kind of thing. You press a little...
How many beads are on it?
Beads.
Oh, no. That's not a child's toy.
Yeah. There's like little symbols, and you press the symbols, and a box opens up, and there's an animal inside the box. Right? Like a cat or something like that. And I got her thinking, like, what happens to those guys when you close the box? What's going on in there? There could be a whole world. Good question. There. And so that actually made her fascinated by, like, what's going on in there. I want to go see what's inside there. And so she flips the toy upside down and sees there's screws. And she goes and gets a screwdriver. Whoa. Now, she can't work the screwdriver. She has no idea how to actually do it. But she knows the relationship of those items and what they need to be done.
That is so weird.
Crazy girl. I love her.
That is so freaking weird.
So I'm always telling her ridiculous things just to make her mind explode.
Yeah.
Lies. They're all lies, but I want to make her feel like there's more going on in the world.
It's not really a lie.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe not.
Per se.
Yeah. Like when I tell her those little toy dogs and cats and bunnies inside that toy are sleeping, and then she's waking them up when she presses the button, and that, even to that, like, that was months ago. Today, when she got that toy out, she goes, wakey, wakey, when she presses it.
Oh,
like she's still remembering they're sleeping in there. Because I told her that. Wow. That's cool. That's the kind of relationship I like to have.
I wish my niece lived closer. I wish I got to see her more.
Well,
when you tell me those kinds of stories, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. But your niece is older.
She is.
And I'm worried, like, my niece will reach an age where she's like, you're full of shit, Pinky.
Right.
You lie to me all the time.
That has started to happen.
Yeah.
Because a couple of years ago, where, my niece was around the age that yours is now.
Yeah, the fun age.
It was more like that, but now she's kind of turning into someone who already isn't having as much fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That happens.
Too bad.
It's the death of joy that the world brings to us all.
Yes.
But when you're with little kids like that, you kind of start to feel a little of that sort of, childlike wonder.
Yeah.
And
you're right. It is fun.
But it doesn't last.
No, you'll get old and you'll have to get a job and pay bills and all that kind of crap.
So what did you do this weekend? Or not, this is the weekend now.
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
this week, I guess.
This week was better than the week before. It was quieter.
Yeah. Let's talk about that week before, because we're actually... Hopefully the listeners won't know this. These were released kind of sequentially or pretty quickly, but we were like supposed to record last week.
Yes.
And
I was like, couldn't do it.
I was like, Joe, I'm coming over. He's like, no, you're not. I'm like, no, I'm coming over. He's like, no, I am so exhausted. I was trying to manipulate him, and he was like, I'll just come over. We'll have a drink. We'll sit.
Yeah.
And you'll feel better. But no. He's like, oh.
At that point, it was too late.
Yeah, explain what you were doing.
At my job, there's a lot of events that happen. And one of my jobs is to sometimes set them up and to sort of be the first point of contact for the renters and to essentially wait on them. You know what I mean? And a lot of these... Uh-oh.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm just curious about something.
So a lot of these... the BR-800 is no longer... I no longer see any lights on it. That's why it worried me.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, this is still looking good over here. So anyway, it's my job to set these rooms up and wait pretty much hand and foot on these people that show up to the building. And some of them have no shame whatsoever. And they will ask for anything. And, we're a very new building. We haven't even been...
Ask for what exactly?
Just anything they need. It's we need a table here now. We need a table for check-in. Can you check on the caterer that's arriving? We need a couple of
Is that your
cards.
job?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I have to meet with the caterer and show them where they're going, and then. But this last week there were two sort of special events that were also happening with the rest of the building. The other events, and one of them was down in the museum, which I had to set up, and it took a lot of... There's no real fluid way of setting up the museum. It's a lot of work. So that happened. And then the theater.
Well, what do you mean by a lot of work? Like, what do you have to do?
What's that?
Oh, what do you mean by a lot of work? What do you have to do?
Oh, so it's essentially taking tables and chairs and podiums and beer and wine and,
That sounds like a lot of physical labor.
It can be. And it's actually my job to supervise it, but during the day, if it's happening, I'm honestly the only one there. I have a staff that does a lot of it too. But when these things are happening during the day, most of it's on my shoulders. And so that happened, and then the theater had to be set up, and that is what really killed me. Because there's risers involved and really heavy chairs. Anyway, last week was just a shit show, and by the time Friday was coming to an end, I couldn't go anymore. I just couldn't go anymore.
Yeah, you said you were shaking.
Yeah, I was starting to have anxiety, and I couldn't put thoughts together or sentences together.
It was like a complete exhaustion breakdown.
Pretty close. I mean, I've been more tired than that before, but I think I could handle it better when I was a little younger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like maybe even up to 5 years ago, but now when I hit that wall, there's no recovering from it, especially in a few hours. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
You're going to need a lot of sleep and a lot of nothing.
Well, the question is, did you recover in a few hours? Like when you went home and you had some water, you drink. Did you start to feel better?
I started to feel better, but I was so tired. I had nothing. When you get to the point where you just have nothing left to give, whether it's, doing anything physical or even carrying on a conversation, I was just done. I was just done.
Ooh. All right, let's see if that will work. I'm actually getting cold right now, so that was that
well,
beep.
there's a fan, and you can also blow the air a different direction if you want.
Oh,
but there's like levels, like high, low, medium.
Okay. Oh,
if it gets hot up here,
we'll just turn it back on. Yeah. Because it is dark out, so maybe we're fine.
It's cooled off quite a bit, I think.
Yeah. course, we don't have the windows open, so we're screwed.
We don't want to do that.
No?
No. We'll let all the cool air that's in here
Oh,
out.
I see, yeah. Our precious cool air.
Yeah. It'll go away anyway, since these windows are a
Well,
million years old. But
well, my work has been very disorganized. Like, I mean, we've had a lot of downtime, and then suddenly, after like a week of almost doing nothing, we've had a lot of work, and it just that change is difficult. I mean, it's just
going from
0
slow
to 100. You know?
Right. That's how it was for me.
Yeah.
That week.
Because you can't build your endurance. It's just suddenly, oh, now you got to have endurance, and you haven't had it in a while.
Right.
But my work isn't actually all that physical, so it's not that much
Yeah.
of a deal. It's just sitting on the bench, touching things.
Right.
Okay, actually, it is kind of hot again, isn't it?
Already.
Yeah, already.
So, I'd say do you want me to do the air controls? So,
sure.
you can, hold on a second. I shall return.
We'll make all kinds of noise. And, but this week, I've had it started off with sleep, like lack of sleep. I was always trying to get some sleep. Oh, yeah. That feels good.
So we're on emergency. Energy saver.
Energy saver. Yeah, so it's like a kind of a warmer feel. So it's not strong, cold air.
That's better.
Yeah. You know what I realized? If you get up as early as I do, don't plan a midweek evening out.
Right?
That's when I went to see The Lion King.
Oh, that's right.
Wednesday.
Oh, God.
And of course, I wasn't thinking about that when I ordered the tickets. When I ordered the tickets, like in December, months ago, I was just like, oh, I'm going to go on a Wednesday with my sister and her husband and friends and whatnot. But when Wednesday came, I'm like, oh my God, the show doesn't start until 7:30. Yeah, go out at night downtown, 7:30.
Which is a little ways from your place.
Oh yeah, way
25 minutes maybe.
Yeah,
somewhere in there.
Yeah. And it's a big event. I want to see The Lion King on Broadway.
Yeah.
Well, not Broadway, but
the
Broadway
production.
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to see that for like 25 years.
Really?
Because it's been out for a long time. And The Lion King is one of my favorite movies. I find it absolutely great art.
Really?
Wow, that was really loud.
Yeah, I got way too close.
Okay. This time I'm actually doing a little different. I got my headphones on the entire time. So
I wish I had them because you're kind of hard to hear, especially with the fan going.
Oh, I bet.
But
it sounds good in this, though.
And I'm hard of hearing anyway.
Yeah, you're screwed.
Yeah.
So anyways, the Lion King Broadway show, right from the opening song, the whole
that thing, yeah.
That thing, by the end of that scene, or even like halfway through that scene, I teared up a little bit.
Oh, really?
Like I do when I watch the movie. That opening is so powerful, so good. It just hits me in that right way.
I cry when I watch cartoons.
I bet. No, but it really moves me every time.
Yeah.
And the Broadway show did that. And then it continued to do that in lots and lots of different ways.
I should see it. I don't know. Is it over? Is this the final weekend for it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just know that if you can go see it, you should. Cause it's,
okay.
Yeah, the show impressed me in a lot of different ways. Like,
really?
How did they do that?
Yeah.
Like, are you familiar with The Lion King, the movie? Like, when's the last time you've seen it?
Yeah.
Well,
I know enough about it.
All right. Well, know the stampeding water buffalo that kills Mufasa?
Okay.
How would you do that on stage? That was the question I had.
No idea.
I knew it was coming. I'm like, how are they going to do that? How are they going to pull that off?
Yeah.
They did. And
so what did they do?
I can't tell you. They used all kinds of trickery.
I mean, you just don't know how they did it.
Well, yeah, it's difficult to explain, and I also don't know how they did it. But they used layers, and they used lights, and they used different techniques to give you that sensation of, 1,000 water buffalo or whatever.
Wow. Was this at the Kauffman Center or was it at the Kansas City Music Hall?
It was the Kansas City Music Hall.
Okay.
And it was not a great venue. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I've been there.
The seats, there's no leg room at all.
Yeah.
Like, you're cramping.
Yeah.
Just sitting there. You can't do anything with your legs. You're just,
It's probably an older place.
It's gotta be, man. They need to redo it. They need to redo it bad.
I saw Lord of the Rings, Howard Shore Symphony there. I think it was all 3 movies.
Sweet.
Just not the movies, but
I know.
The symphony playing the songs.
Yeah,
live.
They actually have that on like DVD.
Do they really?
Him doing that whole compilation.
Oh man, that would be great.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, this when they were done, they got such a loud applause. Like admittedly, they probably get that everywhere they go.
Oh,
but to me, it felt like Kansas City was like, thank you for bringing art here. Thank you for bringing culture. Thank you for bringing us something like this. Because, it's the Midwest and,
But we're a very artsy town.
True, yeah. Yeah, and I think we really appreciate it.
But we appreciate it, yeah. The people here love it.
They loved it, man. I loved it.
Just like the barbecue.
Oh, yes. In fact, you mentioned that Kansas City is all known for the barbecue. That is true.
Yeah.
Every time someone comes here from another place, they're always talking about, they know, bring up barbecue. Kansas City will respond to it.
That's true.
And they did in The Lion King, too.
Oh, did they really?
That water buffalo scene,
awesome.
You know how like the hyenas start that stampede? Right?
Yeah.
They're like, they're told by Scar, we got to get those water buffalo going down that mountain.
Oh.
And they had a line there that they improvised going, I'm going to slather up one of those guys in Gates barbecue sauce. And of course, everybody was like, yeah, like they said Gates barbecue sauce. But, it's a cheap little ploy.
Right.
But when you get a reaction like that, you know why they do it.
That's funny.
People respond.
Because no one expected that to happen during a live production of Lion King.
They had a few updated things like that. That was the only regional one that I caught, but they had comments on Angry Birds.
Oh,
they had a comment on tweeting that they had thrown in there. Fun stuff.
That's cool.
That you can tell that they were doing. But also the cast. The guys the cast they got doing that was phenomenal.
Really?
Yeah, really excellent singers and
go.
performers. Yeah, I liked it. And it's really only the second play I've ever really been to.
Really?
Yeah, I should do more of that.
Well, we have them at my building where I work.
A bunch of gypsies come in and dance for you?
Oh, yes, in the nude.
I'll be there. But any good shows that you've seen or have set up for?
I haven't seen one yet.
But you've set up for them?
Yes.
But you don't know if they're good because you haven't seen them?
I've heard they are great. And we actually have a black box theater.
What is that exactly?
It's basically a perfectly square room that is blacked out.
Okay.
Floors, ceiling, walls.
Sounds scary.
It is completely state-of-the-art.
Blacking out a room is state-of-the-art?
Well, that part isn't state-of-the-art.
This paint is the state-of-the-art paint. It makes it very black.
That's not the state-of-the-art part. The AV equipment is all state-of-the-art stuff. So it's not like other theaters, smaller theater venues around town.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of little tiny theaters around town. And this one is kind of full-scale, state-of-the-art theater.
So what does it do that's so awesome?
Well, I mean, everything's brand new. Like the speakers, the sound system,
Well, I guess I mean, like, what is the black box thing all about?
I guess I honestly could not tell you, but it's a thing.
Okay.
Like a black box theater is
so
a thing.
I guess being in a room like that, it helps you get lost in the environment. Or in the whatever they're adding to it, you get lost in it.
Yeah.
Because there's no distractions. It's like just being submerged.
You're in a room it's kind of like being in a square cave. Almost. Okay. Like if you close the doors and turn the lights out, or
being in outer space, in the void.
You're in space. Yeah, in that room.
With just the music or whatever they're showing you.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's a great venue.
Now I actually kind of want to go to a black box theater thing.
Yeah, it's the Black Box Theater at the Arts and Heritage Center.
Sweet.
Yeah. So it's really cool. Next time they do a show at that theater, I'll have to go. Or we'll have to go.
Yeah. I mean, if it's good. Otherwise, we'll just skip it.
Yeah, we'll go across the street and do a little bit of drinking.
Oh, yes.
Or we do that before.
Tom's, whatever. Tom's Tavern. Tom's
Oh, well, that's downtown.
Yeah, I thought you were downtown.
No.
I guess in my mind, everything's downtown.
I'm in Johnson County.
Oh, okay.
It's far from anywhere I really want to be.
I guess so. Oh, downtown. That's another thing. We had to go downtown for the show, and it's just, God, I hate downtown. I hate driving down there. Luckily, I wasn't driving, so I could just sort of ignore.
Now, I kind of like downtown.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
But I guess for some people, they can just handle that. But for me,
what's the stuff you don't like about it?
All right, it's the traffic.
Okay.
The fact that you can't understand the roads at all.
Oh,
because
okay.
they're fucking with you constantly.
Yeah.
You know, this is a one-way, this is a two-way,
now those stay the same.
I'm sure they do, but I don't know what they are.
They don't just 1 week switch a road.
It feels like
direction.
They are throwing it around twice a day, changing everything.
Just flipping the sign over.
But the worst part of all is the parking.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
The one time I worked downtown one time.
I feel like you told me this.
Probably, but
I don't know why you were there.
Oh, so it was during my school for electronics.
It was during your what?
My school for electronics.
Oh, sure.
I had no job at that time, which was fine because I was living with my parents and they were paying for things.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, this school has a really good placement program.
Okay, yeah.
And so I figured they would get me doing something cool or something. Oh. But they sent me downtown to clean up in like the convention center.
That's so weird.
With a bunch of people.
And this is after you had graduated?
No, this was during during my schooling. And whatever I might have made there on that one day, I almost spent as much on parking.
What?
Because I know there are cheaper parking. I know there's ways to park that is almost free or very, very cheap. But I don't fucking know it.
Right.
So I just had to park where I saw a parking spot. Yeah. And it was like $20.
Oh,
and it was
God.
So basically, and also after that ordeal and after a really bad exhaustion of cleaning a big fucking auditorium, taking trash everywhere.
What a horrible job to send a guy in electrical school to.
Yeah, electronics.
Electronics, yeah.
And then, of course, I get lost terribly when I leave to try to get back to the highway. And so I didn't even go back to the office that sent me there in the first place to get my paycheck.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want anything to do with you. Keep the money. Keep everything. I'm never coming back.
Wow.
So yeah, I fucking hate downtown.
Wow. I've never had that issue, really.
Well, I'm just really bad at directions.
Okay.
And I'm a very anxious, nervous person. So traffic that is trying to force you to go a certain way.
Sure. Yeah.
The whole thing is just a little too hectic for me.
Yeah.
I like a little laid back.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. See, I'm the opposite in that situation. I'm
people who can keep their cool are good at
I'm into it. I want to get lost in a big city.
Oh,
you know
I
mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to take that adventure and go
and learn something new about.
Yeah, and just get and not know where I'm at and kind of feel vulnerable in that sense.
Oh, I don't want to feel vulnerable ever.
Like, where the hell am I?
I'm scared all the time.
Figure it out.
I'm scared when I'm alone in my room and I know exactly where I am.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, because you never know what's going to happen and who's going to be there.
Well, that cigar's talking back to me.
Yeah, you got to be careful with those.
Oh, yes.
A good cigar, like cigars, I love them. You know I love them.
You do. You're a cigar aficionado.
But they can still make me throw up.
Can they really?
Yeah. If I smoke them wrong, if I'm not careful and with it, they can make me...
You'll get ill.
Yeah, I'll get ill and throw up on them.
Wow.
So they're a learning experience.
Yeah. What do you think about the new rug?
Oh, shit. I completely ignored it when I came in here.
Huh?
I completely ignored it when I came in here.
Look, have a good look at it. You should reach down and touch it.
All right.
Or just take one of your socks off and fill it with your foot.
I'll touch it later, but yeah, it looks really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a little fringe around the edge there?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice.
How did you get him to find your place finally?
So they tried to take my rug to the school.
Bad move.
As they always do.
The school's right there.
School admin building.
Well, to be fair, you're driving down this road, and you pass what is clearly a gigantic school.
Right.
And then there's a little building that looks just like a house.
Yes.
So if you're...
with a massive parking lot next to it.
Yeah, and a huge sign that you have to pass saying, this is still the admin building for center school or whatever.
Right.
But it's a house, and it's next to a school, and you live in a house next to a school.
So they turned this old house into an office, I guess.
Exactly. And that's throwing people off.
But it is a little bit confusing.
Yeah.
But you would think that a guy who had the job of finding places that might be kind of hard to find...
Exactly, yeah. Someone whose job is to sort of identify the mistake they might have made and rectify it.
Yes.
And to not check the house right next to that.
Exactly.
Once you establish this was not a house in the first place, this is an admin building.
And once you establish that the address
is wrong.
Is not right.
Yeah, and that the address should be right next. Yeah. The fact that they couldn't do that, that's just stupid.
It really is.
I'm
glad that you understand that part.
I do.
Yeah.
But when I'm driving here, sometimes I'll see that building and go, oh, that's Joe's. Like, no, that's not Joe's house.
Yeah.
One more little
and it can be a little hard to find.
Yeah, true.
But still.
Yeah.
There's just... I live on a busy street, and where I live, there are 3 houses right next to each other, and that's it.
Yeah.
In this section of road here, if you have to go past the school to get to another house that direction.
Yeah, true.
So you've got like 2 or 3 blocks of nothing but school, and then 3 houses, one of which is this house.
First one.
And then apartments. Mm-hmm. And then a grocery store.
Yeah, so
to narrow that down,
a little logical, thinking should get them to realize exactly where you are.
Yeah.
But logical
I feel
thinking.
good that I got to talk about that.
Oh, such a terrible ordeal.
I'd been brewing over that for a while.
This is only going to continue. The longer you're here, people are never going to find you.
You're right.
But yeah, the rug is this deep burgundy red with some orange highlights. Mm-hmm. Very subtle and very rich looking. Very lovely.
It looks old.
Yeah, it looks old.
Kind of old school.
With this cream fringe
on it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It seems to go well in this environment.
It does.
It almost matches the George Harrison.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, the George. Yeah, he's got those same kind of colors in him too.
Yeah.
Not by nature, but the way this is designed by
right.
George Harrison.
George Harrison was not burgundy.
He's a very burgundy red kind of guy. Oh boy. So Joe, last time we were here, we had your guest.
Goffstein.
Yeah, how do you think that went?
I think it went really well. I mean, there was a lot of philosophical discussion.
Yeah.
As I said before, when we were smoking our cigars.
Yeah.
I think it went well.
I do too.
I think I did a lot of listening.
Oh, yeah.
Which is great. I think Pete drank most of my whiskey, ate most of my pizza, and needed a ride twice.
He was a handful.
And did most of the talking. So.
Yes, he did.
But, he was very excited to be here.
You said you did a lot of listening.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't notice that, but we were talking over you a lot?
I don't know.
Like,
we
were having a conversation and you were like, Joe, shut up, we're talking.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no?
No, I've always been one of those people that's kind of my role. It just seems to be. If there's a discussion, it is, I get...
You get listening.
I get swept under the rug a tad. And that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just that guy.
It's a good place to absorb. When you're not talking, you actually learn something.
That's true.
I never learn anything because I'm always talking. Actually,
I don't know if I learned anything.
The truth is, in my actual life, not podcasting, I very rarely talk. I'm a very quiet person who is just listening.
That is true.
I'm a very shy, quiet person who thinks and listens.
So I have an issue sometimes where in that sort of discussion, and this may be another reason why I didn't have a lot I wasn't talking as much is because, I get into a lot of times I speak from my heart instead of logic, like from my head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I get into those sorts of things that didn't really fit into the discussion, but I don't know. There's this guy that I'm really into named, now I can't think of his name.
Yeah, you pulled up a name last time. I was like, you've been doing your homework.
Gabor Mate.
Gabor Mate.
Yeah, Hungarian sort of philosopher.
Tastes good.
But
just speaking it.
I tried.
Salty on the lips, though.
So, but yeah. And you have to research him and kind of look into him, see what he says.
All right.
He was the human nature discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Because I listened to our podcast a few times to get things right.
Did you?
Yeah.
I guess I'd better listen to it.
Yeah, you should.
I've been so busy. I hate that excuse, too.
Yeah.
I really do. But it happens.
It does. And the thing is, being busy, it doesn't mean you're busy all the time. What it does mean is when you're not busy, you just
don't want to do anything.
Yeah, you don't want to do anything. You just need to decompress and find your happy place.
Decompress.
Yeah.
It's like the Summer of George, where he has all these grand plans.
See, when you said the Summer of George, I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? I'm like, oh, it's got to be Seinfeld.
Right.
It's an episode of Seinfeld.
Well, he has these grand plans, and he ends up, I think he buys a recliner with a refrigerator in it.
Oh, perfect.
And he's going to read a book, and that never happens. And then he buys toxic envelopes for his wedding invitations, and his fiance licks them and dies.
Oh, wow.
So
I forgot about that, but that's true. That happens.
Yeah.
It's a good plan.
So even when you're planning to do something, it doesn't always happen because we're busy.
So true. So true. And I was going to say something about that. Oh, Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I was at the Thai restaurant, our Thai restaurant.
Oh no.
Just yesterday? Could have been
Thai
just
house?
yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sitting there waiting for my order because I always do carry.
Did they
I
call
never
the
eat there.
wrong name?
No.
Okay.
But a woman came in. Actually, this is really weird. It was a man came in and asked for a big salad.
A big salad?
But he was an idiot and had no idea what he was referencing. He actually just wanted a big salad.
So that's what he ordered, though?
Yes,
I'll have a big
at the
salad?
Thai restaurant. But the woman, there was another woman there who was also ordering, and she laughs and goes, "It's just like that Seinfeld episode." I'm like, I like you already. But the guy, this big sort of bald guy who was there because his wife was next door getting a tattoo.
What?
Believe it or not, that's what he said.
It was a tattoo
Yes.
shop over there.
Oh, yeah. He had no idea what she was talking about.
And did he say what he wanted on the salad?
No, he was just like, I want things, lots of stuff. He actually named a few toppings. I was like, what? You don't put that on a salad. I don't remember what
was
they
he
were.
asking for?
I can't remember, but it was just weird shit.
Weird
shit.
That is so funny. And that's a great routine. That
Yeah.
big salad routine.
Yeah, it is.
George buys the big salad, hands it to Elaine. Elaine hands it to the person that George bought it for, and Elaine gets the credit for buying the big salad.
Oh, yes. That's the
you
way.
know, you buy somebody a big salad.
It's good to get credit for
it. Would be nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love those shows.
But he's right. I mean,
Who's
kind
right?
of.
Oh,
George.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he has a point. He
Well-
bought a big salad for somebody.
Yes, he's right. to the extent that he needs to make a fuss about it, probably not.
Probably not.
But he has a point.
That's right.
He does
have a point.
Give people credit for the good things they do.
Yeah, even if it's a big salad.
Oh, this guy who ordered the big salad, I didn't like him very much.
Really?
First off, he didn't know Seinfeld enough to know about the big salad, and he
That's
also
weird.
didn't like gyro. The
What?
Greek sandwiches, those lamb sandwich. Because there's a gyro restaurant.
Only on Sunday.
Yeah, only on Sunday. That's what it's called, the restaurant. And he's like, I didn't want to go there because I hate gyro. And calling it gyro is
He got
better.
into this entire conversation there with this woman.
Well, with whoever was listening.
Oh, okay.
And so we were kind of just waiting for our food. He was making an order. It was all just sort of at the entrance, you know.
Yeah, and he felt the need to say all of these things.
Yeah, and I'm like, you don't like gyro? I'm like, who doesn't like gyro? Gyro is awesome.
That is so weird. Yeah.
Gyro.
What did he eat?
I don't remember.
He was just ordering a big salad.
Yeah, I honestly think he was ordering a big salad for himself.
Huh.
But it's hard to say.
Yeah.
Frankly, I don't
weird.
care.
Yeah, I would like to talk to this guy.
But he was at least good humor, and
okay.
he just seemed like an idiot.
Okay.
I hope he's not listening to this. You don't seem like an idiot, man. You also look like you could beat me up, so you're fine.
Oh, Jesus. You know, did I go there with... No, I didn't. I went back to Thai House to get the fish.
Oh, yeah.
The red snapper.
Yeah, the one that comes out of the tornado?
The grilled red snapper. And
how was it?
Well, they didn't have it.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, it was a special order that someone had. So you can tell the chef... You can tell the chef to make it for you. It's like a special dish.
Okay. But they didn't have it.
I guess not. I guess the woman the chef up there who normally does it was out of town or something. And so anyway, I need to call ahead and find out when we can go try that, because
that'd be fun to try.
It looked delicious.
There's this gas station with a Mexican grill in it, very near my work up north. And sometimes I'll go there for my lunch.
Yeah.
And they do gyro of all things. It's a Mexican
really?
grill, and they actually have gyro.
Oh wow!
But it's like a very Mexican style of gyro.
Interesting.
They got the right meat, but they don't have like the tzatziki sauce or whatever.
Oh,
so
that's my favorite.
They'll put some
stuff.
other stuff on there and some
what do
salsa,
they put, like pico or something.
Pico, they got to put
really?
pico on it.
Guacamole, maybe.
But one time I was in there, they had fresh fish, like with the heads and the fins.
Oh God!
And I'm like, where did that come from? And it looked good.
Yeah.
And it was fairly big too. It was like these big fish. I don't know what they were. I don't know fish.
Wow. Yeah.
And
I don't know my fish.
I'm like, where the fuck did you guys get this fresh fish from? And it was like, it had been grilled, you know. It was like on the grill.
God.
I'm like, God damn, that looks good. But it's a gas station, and I'm kind of wondering, where did this thing come from? Is it safe to eat?
I would love to try a whole fish like that.
Oh, it's
the
pretty
head
cool.
And the eyes. Have you done that?
Yeah, I have.
Ooh, I'm really going to have to use the restroom.
Oh, okay. I guess we can pause.
Yeah. We need a room to go rest in for a few minutes.
Rest your prostate.
Ooh.
Recording again.
We are back.
You did your little pee-pee dance.
Oh, yes.
And, let's see, how long have we been going?
Always do.
Oh, about 52 minutes.
Ooh, that's a fine amount of time.
Yeah, we'll just cut it off right now.
See ya.
That last one was really long, though.
Over 2 hours.
Yeah, well over 2 hours. Maybe too long. Too long of craziness? We'll see.
I don't know.
It all depends on if they listen and if they like it.
Yeah. We're going to have to be doing that before too long, right?
Doing what? Oh, releasing
letting
them?
other people hear it.
Yes. Now, I fully planned to do that this week sometime.
Okay.
But this week I've just been exhausted, you know?
Yeah.
I've been exhausted.
Well, maybe...
And when I'm home, I'm just not doing anything.
We've got a 3-day weekend. Maybe we can
maybe
fit it in
Yeah,
there.
it's entirely possible that before Tuesday then, these will start appearing. Appearing online. Mm-hmm. I got everything set up.
I need to get one of those.
One of what? Oh, yeah, this little boom arm.
Yeah.
It's being able to sit like this is really nice.
Yeah. And next, with the headphones, that would be nice, too.
Yes, that would be very cool. Not sure. I'm a little worried about... we can do a split, but I'm a little worried with the different impedance. If we're using different headphones with different impedance, one might be very loud, one might be very quiet.
Okay.
But it might all work out in the end. We'll see. We'll try.
See what happens.
We'll experiment.
Surely you can figure it out.
Shirley, yes. Quit calling me Shirley.
Bring Shirley into this.
Airplane.
Yeah.
So
like Phil Donahue throwing up in a tuba.
That would be the sound to remember, to end your life with.
Exactly. I want that played at my funeral.
So before we started recording again, I had asked you, had you ever seen Deadpool?
I have not.
Because you're not really into the Marvel movies, right?
I don't know.
That's a
I
no.
probably am.
You would be if you watched them.
Yeah.
Probably. But you haven't been watching a lot of movies.
I haven't been watching them.
So anyways, Deadpool is different than all other
characters.
All the characters and all other movies.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Starting with the comic book. He was different in the comic book. What Deadpool does that others do not, it's called breaking the fourth wall.
Okay.
Now that means looking at the audience and saying something directly to them. That's breaking the fourth wall. Like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. When he talks right to the audience, to the camera, that's breaking the fourth wall.
The fourth wall.
The fourth wall. It's a cinematic term or a, hell, even probably a stage term. I don't know when it was invented.
Yeah.
But the idea is when normal stories, dramas, fictions, they exist within their own box, and they don't know they don't know you're watching. That's the idea. They have their own world, their own universe, and you're peeking in. Breaking the fourth wall is when they say, we know we're a movie, and we're talking to the audience right now.
You know? That's cool.
Deadpool will do that. He'll stop what he's doing and talk right to the audience and make meta comments such as, this story was better told in Terminator. Or something like that, you know?
Okay.
It's like, we're basically just ripping off Terminator right now.
And the second one is now coming out?
It already came out, and I saw that last week or something like that.
Okay. I thought you said you were going to go see it on Monday.
No, that Han Solo, the Solo
Han
movie.
Solo.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not Deadpool.
No, it's not. But what's cool about Deadpool is the movie and the character is vile.
Yeah, I like that.
A lot of cussing, a lot of sex talk, a lot of humor.
Everything I'm into.
Like, do you like Ryan Reynolds comedies? Like Van Bueller, or
I did like Van
Wilder.
I did like Van Wilder.
Yeah,
yes.
So it's a lot. It's really him coming through in a big way, being able to be as funny and as raunchy as he wants. And Deadpool is just unapologetic. He's constantly aware that it's a movie that he's in, and he's constantly making comments about timelines and actors instead of calling them by the characters' names. It's wonderful. And the sequel is just as good as the first one. Well, maybe not just as good, but very close, and just bigger and just a little bit crazier.
Okay.
And they're a lot of fun to watch. I mean,
really,
it's one of those that you watch for cool action and just laughing the whole time because it's delightful.
I have a really hard time laughing.
All right. But you still enjoy funny things, right? Do you?
I think so. If they're funny to me.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, yes.
And I think that's a lot of the reason why I don't. I think currently there are a lot of things that aren't funny to me.
That try to be funny that just don't.
That just don't make me laugh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always tell people, I don't want to have fun. I want to enjoy myself.
True. Yes.
But I don't want to have fun.
Okay.
Which seems weird to some people.
But what do you mean by that?
It's kind of hard to explain.
Like, you don't want to go someplace and play a game.
Yeah.
But you want to go there and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to go over to a house
and do Twister.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that.
But you want to go over there and have a good time. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Kind of, yeah. Some people... Okay, so there's some people that are always... I don't get excited.
Okay.
Even if there's something I really, really want to do. It's very rare that I get excited for anything.
Okay.
So it's very hard for me to... and that's one reason I think I don't like getting into movies and that kind of stuff. Because I don't want to be excited for something.
But you don't want to be excited, or you can't be excited?
A little bit of both. Mostly I can't be.
Do you get turned off at the idea of being excited?
A bit.
That's what I thought.
Isn't that strange?
Yeah. You think it's pedestrian and maybe stupid.
Sometimes.
It makes you one of them.
That's why I like Seinfeld so much.
What do you mean?
Because they were the exact same way, and I could relate to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I could relate to it. Who wants to go dancing?
No, I don't want to go dancing. No.
Why? Because it's so stupid.
Well, I agree about that. But I do really like my pop culture stuff. I like my geeky movies.
Yeah.
You know, I do get excited for the Marvel movies and the Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm not.
And I like them.
You do like them.
I do like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I see. I don't get excited about almost everything in my life.
Yeah.
Like I do suffer from depression. I do suffer from anxiety.
Yeah.
I have all these things. So I like the fact that there are things that I can celebrate.
Okay. Yeah. I think one of my issues is, maybe issue isn't the right word, but something that, so there's some people that can only relate to what's in their face. Okay. They can only relate to what's on television. They can only relate to the songs on the radio. They can only...
And not the songs that used to be on the radio.
Well, no, I'm just saying they can only relate to what is advertised to them in existence.
Okay.
There's no search for anything deeper. You know what I mean? Whether it be just anything. I just picked music and movies because those are so obvious.
Okay.
So one of the things I've shied away from is popular culture because I feel like it's become so redundant and regurgitated, I guess.
It has, yeah.
That's one of the reasons I don't go do that stuff, but there are plenty of people who aren't nearly as shallow. You know what I mean? Like, you know, present company.
Me.
Yourself.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people, maybe not a lot, but I know a good handful of people that still enjoy the things that are out there. But those things are just a portion of who those people are.
If I could change you in any way, I would want you to learn, like, in your heart that it doesn't... The people that you're not wanting to relate to, the douches, the shallow people, don't let them steal from you. Don't let them ruin things that you might enjoy. Yeah. If they like it, don't let that turn you on.
I think part of it is also the entire machine that's backing it.
Yeah. I mean, think about Harry Potter, right?
I love that.
Everybody loves Harry Potter. Douches and intellectuals alike.
Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't want to feel bad about liking Harry Potter because everybody likes it. You know, even though part of you probably does.
Part of me what? Oh,
a part of you probably thinks you shouldn't like it because everybody likes it.
I never thought that way about Harry Potter.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because I understand what you're saying, and so I just have to be careful, like, not to let myself shy away from things that I know I'll enjoy. You know.
Yeah.
And just let myself, because like let's say the Marvel movies, right? I know there's a certain level of shallowness and there's definitely a machine being put out, right?
Yeah.
It's a big marketing thing.
Yeah.
And I don't want to let that, which can influence me. I don't want to let that ruin it for me. I just want to be able to enjoy those big movies like we've never had before, you know?
Right.
Like we're seeing things that we just have never seen before.
Yeah.
And even though it's hugely marketed and hugely monetized, I don't want to let that ruin what it actually is for me.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that makes perfect sense.
Which is a good time.
Yeah. It's you enjoying yourself.
Exactly, yeah.
And I think that's great. I really do. The only problem I have, I guess, is with our situation, whatever the way our society is going, is that there are people who don't know anything else other than, you know, the billboard that they're passing by.
Yeah.
The big, shiny, look at me life that we live, you know.
But is that so much society as the natural statistics of most people aren't pursuers. Most people aren't the ones who have that need to find the good stuff.
I don't know, because we don't know what it...
True.
We don't know anything else, really.
Yeah.
Here we don't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a... I don't want to say victim, but everyone is somewhat a victim of their environment, I guess.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's very nice to have someone who's on both sides of things, you know, someone who can find the good in those sorts of things for themselves, but who also knows that there's a bigger picture, I guess. Yeah. Because some people really are just out there trying to find the best job, the best house, and a retirement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's really all there is to some people.
Yeah. Like that's quite a heady thing, because like on one side is like they'll probably do better than me money wise.
Yeah, but you also find that a lot of those people don't know anything else about life other than what's just there. Like They know all the shows, they know the top 40 radio stations.
I don't know any of the radio stations right now.
Or stations. Maybe I shouldn't say stations. Songs,
yeah.
Yeah. Just no depth. And I that's one of the reasons I've shied away from having fun, I think. Because I associate those things with a type of person that I don't want to be like.
Yeah, I understand that. Yep.
It's an unfortunate situation to be in.
I spend so much of my time not doing anything, like just being alone.
Yeah.
That I also don't, like you. I don't really relate to those people who are, watching all of the popular shows, or all of the popular music, and they're going out to the popular places in town, right?
Right.
Like I don't know any of that stuff. I mean, I know some shows, but I don't watch.
Right.
Reality TV and shit like that.
Yeah. Like some people I don't understand how anyone could get into The Voice.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Well,
and that could be my musical background too.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, the Voice, well, the thing about The Voice is it is actually about talent.
Right.
So, I mean, you can understand why people would be happy to see great talent, right?
Yeah.
And they tend to sing very, very good songs. Like they'll sing the ones that
showcase their voice.
Yeah, that showcase their voice.
Yeah.
And some classic hits. I mean, but you are dealing with talent, so I mean,
yeah,
talent is always going to be popular.
I guess so. That's one of the scary things, I guess. Maybe scary isn't the right word, but just
I'm scared.
Be afraid. But no, I know there's that talent and creativity for me have always been a dichotomy of sorts.
Are you sure you mean dichotomy?
Yeah, I don't mean that they're
like they
mutually exclusive opposites of one another.
Okay,
but they can be.
They can be.
And talent has turned into a thing in our popular culture right now. That doesn't mean you have to be creative.
Exactly, yeah.
And so that's why I don't like The Voice.
I understand that. I do.
So,
but you were asking, you were saying that you don't understand why people like it. And
okay,
I felt that was kind of obvious why people like it.
I know why I don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't understand how someone could like it.
Because it's a good singer is a good singer and will always move a person's soul.
Yeah,
I mean the human voice is one of those things that in every culture, in every time, has moved crowds. It has really affected people.
There's also a way that people sing now.
True.
In the way that they ad-lib and the way that they do these certain things with their voice and certain things that I don't find interesting at all.
True. Yeah, there's a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the reasons why I couldn't get into I love Disney movies.
Yeah.
I love Disney movies. I do.
Uh-huh.
But I couldn't get into Frozen, which was this hugely popular Disney movie, because it sounded so pop.
Yeah.
They were singing and doing the things with their voice that you're talking about. It's just so popular. It's so modern.
Yeah.
And it just hit me in all the wrong ways. I'm like, that is not a Disney movie. They shouldn't be singing like that.
Right.
They shouldn't be doing their musical things with techno beats and whatever. It shouldn't be pop.
Yes.
It should be classic Broadway kind of musicals. Like just, I don't know, because that felt artificial.
Yeah.
Whereas
there you go.
The Little Mermaid or the Lion King or any of those other ones, that felt natural. When they sing, it just felt natural.
Mm-hmm.
Because it wasn't produced, you know.
Right.
It didn't feel
overly produced.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, where they squeeze all the life out of...
Yeah. And they try to sound like the last great pop singer or whatever. Yeah, it's like, God damn it.
Yeah. So...
And that's also why I loved to death Moana. Is because that musical...
Is it really?
Great music. And they sing properly again. Like, they're doing...
It's a classic... sound.
It's a classic Disney movie. I mean, that's what it is. Even though it's CG, it's a classic Disney movie.
Is it really?
And it's skyrocketed to like my top 3 favorite Disney movies of all time.
Really?
Yeah, I love that movie.
I have heard a lot about it.
But
a lot
fuck
of good
Frozen.
Things about it. Fuck Frozen. I don't know how we got on that. About me not wanting to have fun.
Oh yeah, and reality TV and stuff.
It's a rough existence going through where we are now for me. Because a lot of people just think you're an asshole. Yeah. And I'm very nice to people. I'm a gentleman. I do all the things. You
stab everybody.
And, you know, I rip people's pubes out.
Ooh, with your teeth.
You know, with my teeth. And I gargle them with...
Oh, this is getting wild.
Marshmallow fluff.
Oh, no, my.
I don't think you can gargle marshmallow fluff.
We'll try tonight.
Yes. But no, people don't understand when you try to say these kinds of things. They think you're just being... Well, they think you're being a critic about everything.
Yeah,
They don't want to have the conversation about
art.
Why something is the way it is or isn't.
Yeah. Because you made a great distinction. You were saying that modern society, it puts too much importance on the talent, and not enough on like the backing,
the creativity process,
the people who are writing the music, the session musicians, the people who can create all the good stuff that allows the talent to come on stage and sing.
Yes.
Now the thing where I disagree with you, though, and you probably don't even completely agree with this yourself, even though you've espoused it before, is that a great singer isn't enough. You know, that a person, like the voice, that they don't deserve, I don't know, any celebration or but
no, I think great singers can.
Yeah.
I just
because I always felt like if a great singer, that's their thing. That's their one thing.
That is their thing. Yeah.
And you need that. In order to create like great songs, you need to have a great singer.
Oh yeah.
So
sure.
But of course, your main point is what I do agree with, and that is the society puts too much importance on that,
on the pop star.
Yeah, and not enough on the art side of it, where we're creating the music.
And there's things that people, are doing with vocal wise that they're just singing the notes.
Yeah.
They're singing them well. They're singing them on key. But, there's not a lot of people who are using their voice as a really dynamic instrument. They can ad lib, they can go high and low, and but to me, it's like a great flutist staring at a piece of sheet music and just playing all the notes perfectly.
Fuck flutists.
Jethro Tull.
So what are they supposed to do? They're supposed to improvise?
Well, no. I'm just saying there's vocalists that exist.
Under what? Flutists.
And flutists. Flutists. Like there's people like take Bjork for instance.
Okay.
or take Tom York.
Okay.
Or
another York Torque?
Bjork. I guess what I'm getting at is there's so many people, even vocally, that sound so much the same.
Yeah.
And the style is so much the same. There's not a whole lot setting these artists apart.
Sure.
And the music is all sounding the same.
Because they're all produced by Kanye West or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, or something.
I agree.
But I love a good vocalist.
Yeah.
I really do.
Who can't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can appreciate the talent.
That's good to hear.
You know. Yeah, I can appreciate someone that can, do things that take a technical skill.
Yeah.
But for me, that's just the beginning.
Yeah, it should be. It should be just the beginning.
Yeah. So anyway, and that brings up another subject. I've been wanting to try to find a place where I can either do maybe online or somewhere. Now that I know enough people in the arts and heritage world, I'd like to try to teach a creative writing class, a musical creative writing class.
Okay, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and break down, why and this.
Hell, I would actually like to attend that class, even though I don't
Really
play an instrument. Yeah,
I think it would be awesome
to understand.
It would take a lot of time for me to lay it out and how the class would go.
Yeah,
but it's just something I think I'd like to do.
There would be a point where you separate the hot ladies of eligible age from the others and say,
"Oh, yes.
Now we're going to really teach each other something."
Bring the corn in, please.
Oh my, Joe, no. This is creative writing.
Oh yeah.
That'd be cool though. Like off the top of your head, what are some points that you would give for creative writing of music?
Well, first of all, I think I would try to give. I would probably teach people how to count.
Okay.
Music.
That doesn't sound creative,
man.
How to
count the time signature.
That sounds very boring.
Well, no. You have to know why all the boring songs sound the same.
Okay.
And in order to do that, one of the first places to start is understanding the time signature that most of them are probably in.
Okay. So most modern songs, they're using the same time signature.
Almost all of them.
Which time signature is that?
4/4.
4/4.
Mm-hmm.
God damn those people.
Yeah. And another thing that's happening all the time is what they call a quarter note kick drum.
Yeah.
Which is just this. And you can almost find it everywhere.
Because it's just a button they press on their thing, right?
Either that or it is a guy who did it 4 times and they just looped it.
Oh.
But, so anyway, it's finding out what is always happening everywhere you listen.
Okay.
And then figuring out what you shouldn't be doing if you want to be creative.
Okay.
So it's finding those things, I think, first.
So listening to all the terrible music that you don't want them to listen
to all of it first.
And then
and then do something different.
All right.
It would be like somebody who had like Asperger's or something that had to take 4 steps and stop.
That's the modern music industry. Is
the first thing
it has Asperger's, and they're all locked into it.
We should open a restaurant called that.
The Asperger's 4x4.
Yes, I think the first thing you would do if you wanted to help that person is tell them to try to take 3 steps.
Oh,
instead of 4,
and just watch their brain explode.
Just a strange example, but yeah,
that's all right.
So anyway,
that's pretty cool.
I think that's where I'd start.
Well, based on how
be one of the first.
Well, based on how you explained it just now to me, that does seem like a very important first step.
Yeah, it would be somewhere in there. Maybe listen to some examples,
but only so long that they get the point, and then you can turn the shit off.
Right.
Well, that's enough of that. Too much of it will poison us.
Exactly. Just works.
All right.
So anyway, have you ever thought about teaching any kind of class, or not not even a class, but maybe just putting on a discussion?
No, but I have taught before.
Okay.
And it's something that I've noticed that
What
I'm
did
actually
you teach?
Electronics.
Oh, okay.
So when I was in school for electronics,
Yeah.
I caught on to everything really quick, to the point where some of the teachers
We're having you help.
Yeah, when people all over the class were like, "All right, I don't know how to do this," they would send me if I was close to something. They'd say, "All right, Caleb, help them out."
That's awesome.
And I realized that I'm actually good at teaching somebody how to do something, not just doing it for them.
Yeah.
But giving them
you
idea.
are good at instructing.
Oh, how have I instructed you?
You explain things well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, when have I taught Joe to do something? Now get down on all
sure
fours. Cradle the balls.
Christ.
Okay. Yeah, but I noticed that I can do that. But when it comes to artistic stuff, I don't feel like I have the authority or even necessarily the understanding to teach a class or have a discussion like that. It's mostly just something that comes from within and I spill it out.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Well,
but you...
Strange noise.
You, unlike me...
I don't know if I have the authority.
Well, no, but you have the great depth of technical understanding that allows you to have... to put on the air of authority, at least, and say, well, the 4x4 thing is overused. You know, I wouldn't have any fucking idea how to even say that, or what it meant, or even to hear it the way you do. Like, I've listened to all the same songs you have, and I didn't notice they're all using the same time signature, because I don't fucking understand time signature.
Well, and some of the music that we're listening to, it, you know, it probably isn't that way. Maybe. Yeah,
but I do listen to plenty of modern pop.
Yeah, well,
and stuff.
Who knows?
I listen to it all. I listen to everything.
Yeah,
but I don't have the technical understanding to dissect all that stuff.
Yeah,
I can feel things.
You would probably be really good at music.
Probably,
actually. Yeah.
I've always thought I could be a pianist.
Ooh, I think you could.
Yeah, out of all the instruments, I'm like, if I got on a piano and someone. I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the dexterity in my fingers or the size of fingers to do guitar very well.
Oh, sure you do. Your hands are
they're miniature. They're Trump hands.
They're big, really big.
Are they big? Are they? I think
they're bigger than mine.
What about the length of the fingers, though? Your fingers look longer than mine.
Do they really?
Yeah, my hands look a little chubby compared to yours.
You have hot dog fingers.
Well, I am chubby compared to you, but yeah. Anyways, I don't know.
You've got fine fingers
when I see what guitars do, I'm like, I could never do that.
You should sit down at a piano and see what you can do.
But a piano, I could
see you doing that too.
Doing that. Yeah. My mother has a degree in music.
Does she really?
She went to college for it.
You told me that.
And we had a piano at our house. We don't anymore.
Yeah.
And yet, I never had her teach me how to play piano. Yeah.
I had no idea So what is her degree? What branch of music is it on? Like theory?
It would definitely have been vocals. Because she was a vocalist.
Okay.
She was taught classical opera.
Wow.
And she was taught classical music.
Yeah.
She was taught all that stuff, how to do it properly.
Yeah.
You know, by people who, like you, probably absolutely hate all modern things.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
It's possible. Some people go to music school for performance.
True,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I've met some of these people, and there's, again, I hate to say it, but there's not a creative bone in their body.
Yeah, well,
it's very unfortunate.
My mother would tell you the same thing.
Really?
She likes all the things she learned, but she's like, those instructors, man, they had no soul for art.
Yeah.
You know, they understood
Yeah.
the classics. They understood Beethoven, Mozart, but you know, they really just did not.
No soul for art.
And and they didn't teach creativity. There was none of that.
Yeah.
It was all just the technical understanding of music.
I was trying to play music with this when I lived down in that apartment down kind of near downtown, the Plaza area. There was this girl who lived in the building, and she was there at UMKC Conservatory for music. And all she could do was read the music and play it.
Yeah.
Now, if you said, okay, let's do this, it's going to
be... She couldn't improvise?
It's going to be a weird change here. Like, you can play this note, or just no ability to on the fly.
Belching.
Ooh. What did you have?
That beer that you gave me, yeah.
That is so weird, because is it making you a little bit gassy?
I haven't, just belching a little bit. I haven't been farting, no.
Well, no, it's funny because the guy who gave it to me because his wife doesn't let him drink it because it gives him gas.
Oh, my.
And so I was drinking it at their house.
You farted on your wife?
And I was gassing half the time I was there.
Do you stand up and say, Mrs. So-and-so, enjoy this?
Oh, yeah. No, I sat on her lap first.
I want you to feel the rumble.
Let me ask you this, since we're on the subject of flatulence.
Okay.
Does your dad still rip ass when there's guests around?
Yeah.
And with no acknowledgement of it, though, right? Is that still a thing?
Yeah. He
I feel like you told me that around, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, well, he's an old man, and I guess he's farted enough that he doesn't think it needs to be acknowledged, even when it's loud.
But he doesn't think he needs to leave or like try to hide it,
no.
Even when there's company around.
Yeah, well, I don't know how much.
Maybe it's
company.
just.
I guess it would depend on the company.
Yeah.
Maybe there would be somebody that he would feel I need to, but yeah.
Yeah.
But like family,
it's
like he'll just fart and not even acknowledge it.
I think that's if it's family.
Yeah.
I just don't understand the not acknowledging it. Like, to me, a fart is still comical.
If you farted and it was loud enough that people heard it, you have to say something.
Yeah,
right?
I feel like I would have to joke about it.
Yeah,
like
you would have to say, "Pardon me," or "Oh my God, enjoy that shit." But to just be quiet about it,
breathe in, everybody,
and then just like leave the room or something after you've done it. Because
you can't fart around other people and not make a joke.
And my father's the kind of guy who makes jokes all the time.
Yeah,
and not funny ones either.
Yeah,
at least not to me. I've never found the man funny, but he's a joker. Yeah, and you would think that someone like that would
take full advantage of an ass attack,
because there's a lot of humor in farts.
Yeah,
lots of humor.
There really is. They're still funny.
But maybe
juicy, smelly fart is still one of the best things.
Oh my goodness, a juicy, smelly fart.
What were you about to say before I interrupted?
What was I about to say?
I don't know. I wish I could fart on this chair. I want to hear what it would sound like against this
you're
leather.
sitting on this this suspended leather.
This chair has a name. This is a very popular, well-known in the art world chair. Like,
is it?
The design world.
Well, I hate it.
Yeah. I had no idea what I had. Somebody gave it to me.
Wow. So, I mean, sitting on it is like... It's not the most comfortable.
Why would anybody want to...
It's very difficult to get out of.
It's a weird chair.
At least for me. Like, if you got all this weight right here, it's very difficult to get out of it.
It's just a strange thing, though.
But is it okay for you? Like,
it's not bad.
Okay.
I still like that one better.
What about the one I'm sitting on?
That's a nice one.
Yeah. I'm in your room, in your house, and I got the good chair.
No, you're fine. I like you. I like that you sit there.
Well, I kind of have to because I got to do all this stuff.
Yeah, you've got all that in front of you.
Who knows what would happen if you were running things? Disaster.
That's true.
Of course,
yet they let me do it at work.
Yeah,
for all of these people,
they put faith in you like I would never.
Yeah. Well, when they called me back and told me that I got the job, I almost asked them if they were sure.
Like, you do know who I am and what I do and don't do.
Right.
Well, we want you to do everything, and we have faith that you can do it.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Actually, I really screwed up today. I did not bring those SD cards.
Well,
we're using this mixing board, the Boss BR800, and it really wants you to have SD cards in there because it expects you to be recording to the device. But I've kind of given up on that. I'm like, we can't record to this thing. It never works. It's fuck it all. Fuck it all.
That's right.
But but today,
it seems like
But today, everything we tried to do to get ready to record, the device kept saying, no SD card, no SD card. I'm like, fuck, I might have really screwed us up tonight. But I've tinkered with it. Now it's working.
You worm your way through things well.
A lot of Google searches.
And I'm not only saying that because he had me on all fours earlier.
Worming my way through things well. Yeah, but right now it's just sort of bypassing SD cards and going straight to Audacity.
Audacity.
Yeah.
Oh, we were on the subject of your dad.
Oh, God.
He told me a great story about him falling backwards in a lawn chair down a hill.
Yes, but I almost feel like from memory you were there for that. Is it possible?
I don't think so. I was there another time when there was it was like the 4th of July thing.
So that
I don't
didn't
think
happen?
I was there for that one.
So it didn't happen on the 4th of July, huh?
It did?
It might
Well,
have.
I was there for a couple of different 4th of Julys, but I don't think I was there for when that thing happened.
So I told you what had happened, huh?
Yeah. I just want to hear you tell the story again, that's all.
Well, it's not a great story, but it is funny. It's a funny dad story.
It's a funny image, too, to think about.
Yes, like our lawn, our front lawn, and it must have been on a 4th of July, because why else would we all be out there on the front lawn? But it's sloped. Pretty decent slope.
Downhill.
And so if you put a chair on a sloped hill, bad things could happen.
And especially when you're sitting with your back towards the direction of the hill.
Which I don't understand why he was, but I think he must have been.
Because no one would fall forward out of their chair.
No, he didn't.
Situation.
He fell backwards. So, yeah, for some reason his chair was back towards the sloping of the hill, and he fell backwards. And he's like, shit.
Was that when he said shit?
Is it not?
Shit was when he was driving and mad at traffic.
Oh, driving in traffic? He said shit?
I think so.
God. We've had so many, like, dad stories that we kind of mix them. So maybe you should tell the story about the falling back, because what happened after that? What was it, just falling back?
About what now?
The falling back. What, was that just the story? He fell back?
I think it's the whole story. And he got up and was just upset about it or something. Not upset, but just like kind of puzzled or stunned that it had happened, and maybe his hair had grass in it or something.
Man,
I want to know, did he fall like all the way back, like feet went over the head?
I doubt it, but see, I honestly, I think I'm just making things up now. Like these stories are so old, and I thought this was the shit story, and so I think I'm mixing things up, and
I feel like you said you were riding with him and he got upset with traffic.
It's possible,
and he said shit. shit instead of just shit or damn it or fuck.
It required two shits. Shit. That definitely stuck with me, but I don't remember the context of it. It was just, why shit? Like shit, yes, we all say shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, yes, we all say fuck.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Why?
Goddamn shit.
God damn it.
Fuck shit. All of that's fine.
All
but
that
why
shit.
Double shits?
Why double shits?
Why the double shits?
That would be a great... Is he 60 yet?
I don't know, man. I don't keep track of things like that. But yeah, I think he's probably
60.
Probably.
I was going to say that'd be a great t-shirt to make for him. Why double shits?
Why double shits? Well, I guess we could call it an evening.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect way to end a show.
I mean, an hour and a half, 1:32.
It's almost 11.
Yeah.
So, we've got a few things to do tomorrow. A trip to Sedalia has to be made.
That doesn't sound like fun.
No, it's a beautiful drive. It really is.
Yeah, been there.
Oh, you've driven there.
Yeah.
Why would you go?
The church.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Did you drive on 50 highway, though?
Well, we came from St. Louis.
Huh?
We came from St. Louis.
So you would have been on 70 highway.
Yeah, probably.
Which is
still a lovely drive.
I guess so.
Once you get up that way.
Yeah, that's true.
Once you leave St. Louis.
Yeah.
It's not lovely down there.
Things are better when you leave St. Louis. No.
I
haven't spent much time in St. Louis, honestly. But
it's a shithole, man.
Yeah. It's
probably
got some
more
nice sections.
Probably, everybody's got nice sections.
Yeah, like Detroit. There's some nice shit there, I think.
I thought I saw a monster out the window. But it was just the leaves, the shadow of leaves on the thing. The beetles, yes. Big purple beetles.
Oh, yes. Anyway.
All right. Well, that's another week.
We wrap up another edition.
Do we have a closing that we say? Like I don't
think we do.
I play music now. I play the same music. The intro.
Is it the same one?
I do the
need to
intro.
give you some
yeah, we should do that again.
Music,
some other day.
Yeah.
But we
can great outro music.
But we can do that not retroactively. We can just start one day and say, "Oh, this is new outro music."
That's true.
So we don't have to hold off on the production for that.
Very true.
Because we've done enough holding off.
Ooh.
Such laziness and
a lot of
procrastination.
That's true.
I think. Are we afraid? A little bit afraid to let this out?
I think so. It's kind of like a fart.
Based on how much we have said, no, we got to do this first. No, we got to do this first. It feels like we're kind of scared.
Yeah, I think we were trying. I was hoping when we talked about it that we would cover all of our bases.
Yeah,
we had our intro, we had our music.
Yeah,
we've got all the equipment.
I mean, on paper, it sounds like we're just being diligent.
Yeah,
but it's been so long. This is our 4th podcast.
Yeah,
and it just we still haven't put one out yet.
I think my biggest fear is when people find out. Maybe not find out. Maybe that's not the right way of saying it. But what are we really... I feel like we're just talking.
Yeah.
I feel like we do talk about stuff, though.
Yeah.
It's like at the end of a busy day when you look back and you go, what did I do? I was busy all day, but I have no idea what the hell I did.
Looking back at what we just did tonight, what the hell did we talk about?
I have no idea.
A bunch of nonsense.
Yeah.
Terrible things.
So,
but
maybe someone will like it.
Maybe. I mean...
They'll hate it, and they'll figure out where we're doing this and show up.
Burn the house down.
Tiki torches.
Not my house, but your house. They're going to burn your house down. Because I don't live here.
Well, hopefully they'll do it while you're here.
Oh, God. All right. Well, I say that's done.
I think we're good.
Another week.
Farewell. Be good. Be careful.
Fair listeners. Bye-bye.